So the first cable is through from the interior into the engine bay, and what I'm going to do is label it.
Box.
From above, what we're going to do with this is we're going to take it and clip it up here with the other cables, and that's going to run above the engine bay, right at the back edge, and into this compartment, which is the auxiliary battery compartment. You can see it's had a new battery tray welded in. So happy days. That's the first one, so I'll clip that into position, and then we'll start running the cable for the battery, the lead that's going to go into the standard battery tray. So that first wire now goes up behind the trim panel, or will do, and I'll put the trim panel back on, in the rail behind the electrical cabinet, out the front of the electrical cabinet. Plenty of slack so you can take the front off and work on it, and in reasonably neat termination, auxiliary battery label. So a bit future proofed for any future owners. Again, trying to keep everything neat and future-proofed. Here, just in front of the wheel arch, is where our mains comes into the van, and this is going to get split. So I've got a junction box, and the mains is going to go direct to the 12-volt supply to the fridge via a switch, which we'll deal with later, and then it's also going to go from this up to the cabinet again to go to the charger, so that it can charge the batteries when we're connected to mains. And it's also going to go to a socket, a 12-volt, 240-volt outlet in the van, so that you can use a domestic hoover or hairdryer or something like that when you plug them into the mains. We've got the fascia panel back up and painted. All the cables coming through the right holes down to the zig unit. I'm going to start wiring everything up. Hopefully it's going to be really easy because I've labelled everything as I've gone along. So first thing we've got is big heavy cable coming from the mains hookup, 240-volt from external hookup, and that goes direct to a 240-volt outlet that's going to go on the front there, and to the back of that we're hooking up, whoops, come on, focus, we're hooking up this one, which is a 240-volt supply to the zig unit there, basically the battery charger, plugging in the battery charger. Okay, so that's done, and now this can be posted through that hole. And that'll get attached there. Next one is the 4 amp trip. I decided in the end I'm going to put on the lights so that if the lights went out for any reason, it's nice and easy and quick to sort. If you're struggling in the dark, that's no fun. Then I'm going to use 10 amp for this one, 12 volt, oops, and that says fridge and tap. So it goes to the junction box down there and then line out to that end of what will be the kitchen. That's that one in. And finally I've got the auxiliary battery and vehicle battery. At the moment the auxiliary battery is not in the vehicle, so it's completely safe, and the vehicle battery I've taken a fuse out of the supply line to this wire, so I'm actually hooking up 2 dead wires at the moment. There we go. Very old school wiring, but hey ho, that's the nature of this vehicle, but hopefully nice and clear for anybody else who comes after. So, not too bad. It's the bottom panel to go on. I will cable tie all this stuff into a nice loop and put the bottom on.